Yeah, so I got some stuff here that I would like to read. 48 days is what is called a mandala. It's an internal, it's an interval of days for something to be engraved in your being. So technically, it takes 48 days to be a brand new person. My basic plan includes no vices of any kind. For example, random tech use, masturbation, binge eating. I start the protocol with my handwriting's a little messed up. Hold on, let me read this. Okay, I start the protocol with writing down who I want to be in every detail, right? I grab that sensation and read it and internalize it and internalize that feeling 3 times a day, in the morning, evening, and night, making sure to fall asleep with the feeling of its reality. 2 yoga sessions a day, and which includes meditation, gym for sure, and cardio every day to promote relaxation. Outside nature a lot, and doing what is needed, cleaning the room, taking out the trash, washing dishes, anything that is needed of me from the world. Like what needs, well, I will be the helping hand. Would not asking for anything in return. According to Dr. David Hawkins' vibrational chart, I fall into the vibration of 175, which is desire, attachment. I listed some things that I do, but I don't feel like sharing that right now. I just wrote it down. One of those things, though, is just compulsively doing things. Doing things without any conscious choice. Just compulsively doing things. Because whether my body or my mind is attached to something and it just happens, and I compulsively do it with no conscious awareness or any of my own awareness. My goal is to hit, that's about 175. When you're in a state of doing things compulsively, in a compulsive nature, whether it be the physical body or the mind, you're in addictions and stuff and desires, you're in the 175 range vibrational scale, which is pretty low. It's power. It's no power. You have no real power. My goal is to hit around 500 to 600 level in a 48 day period. So by the end of the 48 days, I'm striving to hit around a 500 to 600 level, which is joy and peace. This can be achieved by daily meditation 2 times a day, serving others selflessly, getting in nature, letting go of labels, and visualizing from wholeness. So, to get to a 500 to 600 level, basically, I have to do everything that I'm not doing right now. In theory, it's a simple thing. In application is where it's different, because when you begin to apply it, then, along the way, it's just a natural phenomenon that stuff is gonna come up. I don't know whether this is like past karmic life. I don't want to go to that, but I know that when you start getting more still within yourself, things start to come up. The feeling of not wanting to do something will come up. You feel a void within yourself that the being, it's no longer getting attached to anything, and it doesn't know where to stick to in order to survive. So it feels like a death is happening within yourself. So you might experience some super high highs, right, during a transformation, but you will experience quote unquote lows. You don't want to label them as lows, but along the path you will experience some type of form of pain, which is just some energy that needs to be relieved, but it can feel like pain because it's the idea, it's your attachments leaving your field of being. It's the attachments leaving it. Like, what about my computer time? What about my gaming? What about my internet usage? What about this person that I used to watch on the internet and all these things that I used to do? It comes up. That stuff comes up. It says, you want to do those things. You want to do those things. But then the awareness is like, I want to be greater than that. And so now they fight. And basically, one has to leave. Either you go ahead and do the compulsive actions, or you will channel that energy that was going to those things in the thought form that they are, and they will dissipate. But along that time of them dissipating, you're gonna feel the sensation of pain, the sensation of uncomfortableness. You don't, the being is like, what do I attach to now? You know, and that is like the last part of transformation. It's the final step, the most tricky step, because its illusion is that it's going to be there forever, because it comes very violently and very intense. But you know, I find that, like, what I did find to work, which I still relapsed on those compulsive thoughts and things, those energies, and went back to doing what I used to do. But I found that when I was able to meditate, after the meditation, it was all gone. But it would come more intensely. So more confusion, more, what do I label myself as? What do I attach to? Started to come through. Which means that it was coming there, which means that it was really dissipating. I was really getting over it, but I didn't continue in it. So the full transformation was not there. Not to say that I didn't gain anything from it, because I'm pretty sure I still became, even though I go back and I do compulsive things, I'm pretty sure I still gained a lot of more awareness. And I understand that that's a part of transformation as well. And if somebody can get past that breaking point, that's when they reinvent themselves. That's when things begin to change, if they can break past that last bit of hurdle, which I like to call the drift, the hypnotic drift, the sleepy states. Because the initial is the negative. Oh, I don't want to change. I don't want to change. You feel uncomfortable in the beginning, and then you get to a point where you feel good for a little bit, about a week, maybe less, and then you reach the point where confusion happens, lack of power, lack of energy, and compulsive thoughts to go back to doing what you were doing, because what do I do now? You no longer have the same feeling. That is the final step of the confusion state. But the protocol is there. It's exercising every day, getting cardio to promote more relaxation, eating a particular way to not eat too much things that cause inflammatory within the system, too much combustion. I said exercising already, going out into nature, being in nature more, because nature is a naturally high vibration. It's around the 600 level, according to Dr. David Hawkins' chart. And meditating, doing yoga, two yoga sessions a day, which there's no limit to what that can achieve, what state you can achieve during your meditation sessions. And then doing what is needed without the idea of a particular gain, just doing it because it's needed out of love and compassion, not for the need to attain a thing. And then my visualizing from wholeness, from the complete state that you are the thing already, reading the list of the person that you want to be, and doing that 3 times a day. That's exactly what it is. I'm not gonna lie, like someone was walking their dog and they saw me, so I got a little bit awkward, but it's okay. My wrist. But yeah, so reading the list 3 times a day, grabbing the sensation of what you wrote down, of who you want to be, and doing that in the morning, the evening, and the night. And basically repeating this daily protocol every single day for a 48-day interval period, 1 mandala. And basically doing with all your effort. And now, what is the goal of this? I don't know, but it's something to test out. Sadhguru said that what your consciousness is intensely focused on is what will manifest in your life. So if you're doing this daily protocol, a different life will manifest. I will not take any action on any impulsive thought that pops in my head. I will continue to do my practice, no matter what compulsive thought pops in my head. Even if God says, go touch this rock and you will be enlightened, I won't even touch the rock, bro, because I'm sticking to this just for a 48-day period. This is no compulsive internet use. So a lot of the things that will happen, I won't even, in the world, I won't even know. I would be in my own little bubble. This can make you insane. This can make you go mad. But that's why you need that. It's all about transformation. That's what transformation is. That's what transformation is, bro. Anyways, yeah.